the first circle, known as limbo, after passing through the portal and vestibule of hell, one finds a place where non-Christian virtuous individuals, unbaptized agnostics, and especially children, are destined. This circle also houses those who died before the arrival of Jesus. In limbo, souls wander aimlessly, immersed in complete darkness, symbolizing minds that were never illuminated by the Word of God. Unlike the other circles, there are no cries of pain here, only sighs. In terms of punishment in hell, it is considered the least terrible fate, but far from being a paradise. In the second circle, called the Valley of the Winds, representing lust, those who indulged in lust and adulterers are tormented by an incessant hurricane and swirling winds that relentlessly drag them. This punishment symbolizes the passions that dominated these people in life, just as the wind sweeps them away. It is a punishment of being violently swept by eternal winds. The third circle is the mire lake, intended for the gluttonous. Here, souls are stuck in dirty, thick mud, immersed in their own vomit. Additionally, they face a violent storm of hail, ice, snow, and dirty water that incessantly falls upon them. The punishment reflects the pleasure and comfort of unrestrained indulgence in food in earthly life, while now facing discomfort and the insatiable appetite of Cerberus, the three-headed dog that torments them. The fourth circle, the Rock Hill, houses the prodigals, greedy and avaricious. The material wealth they accumulated in life has turned into weights of bars and gold coins that must be pushed against each other. This symbolizes the contrast between those who hoarded wealth and those who spent it extravagantly. In the fifth circle, the river Styx, we find not only the wrathful but also those who bear grudges. The turbulent waters of this river are a waterfall of boiling water and blood, where the sinners of wrath are crowded, involved in ceaseless fights and endless tortures. At the bottom of the river, the resentful are mired in mud, releasing bubbles that float to the surface. The sixth circle, known as the Cemetery of Fire, is reserved for heretics, those who rejected faith in God and held beliefs contrary to orthodox theologies. Here, souls are confined in open tombs from which eternal fire emanates, alluding to the medieval practice of burning heretics at the stake. Each tomb houses over 1,000 condemned, and the intensity of the flames varies according to the severity of the heresy. In the seventh circle, the Vale of Phlegethon, we find the violent souls, who are divided into 3 valleys. The Vale of the Phlegethon River is intended for those who practiced violence against others, sinking them in proportion to the gravity of their deeds. The Vale of the Forest of Suicides houses those who committed violence against themselves or their possessions, such as suicides and spendthrifts. The suicides transform into trees constantly devoured by harpies, while the spendthrifts are pursued by hungry bitches. The Vale of the Abominable Desert is reserved for those violent against God, the blasphemers, where they face a hot sand desert under incessant rains of fire. In the eighth circle, known as Malabolgia, we find various categories of fraudsters, each with its own pit and specific punishment. These include ruffians, flatterers, traffickers in sacred artifacts, fortune-tellers, corrupt officials, hypocrites, thieves, evil counselors, sowers of discord, and counterfeiters. In the ninth circle, located at the center of the earth, is the Cocytus Lake, also called the Lake of Lamentations. This is the destination of traitors, represented by Lucifer. They are divided into 4 different spheres, depending on the severity of their betrayals: Caina, Antenora, Ptolemea or Ptolemea, and Judeca. Each of these spheres imposes a specific punishment on the traitors, who suffer amid the tears of the damned and the rivers of blood of hell.